Rajon, can you just talk about not only the way you pushed the ball, but the way you rebounded tonight?
I think the best way for us as a team to start a fast break is when I rebound. So I had a mindset to try to help the bigs on the boards. They take a lot of threes, so that means it's going to be a lot of long rebounds. So I just try to get as many as possible. Didn't know I would come up with 18.
Scott Souza, Metro West Daily News. Rajon, can you talk a little bit about the beginning of the fourth quarter? It looked like Cleveland was getting its footing, and you and Tony Allen and Glenn Davis really got a rhythm going to increase the pace of the game again.
Yeah, the game got tight, but a lot of players or a lot of teams would probably try to slow it down and get good shots. I turned the ball over a couple of times, but other than that, I tried to keep attacking. Baby had a couple of leak outs, Tony as well. Tony and I want to break together a couple of times, so I just want to continue to attack. That's how we got the lead at first, and just try to keep doing the same thing.
Julian Bimbo, Boston Globe. Can you talk about fourth quarter free throw line, what it felt like to hear the MVP chants, and then also what's it like? It's got to be even cooler if the MVP is actually on the floor.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, the MVP is over with, but the fans here are great. The biggest thing is I knocked both of them down, so that's what I was most proud of. I just try to, keep continuing to get to the line, and when they started chanting, I just try to make them.
Rondo, Mike Dowling, Channel 5. At what point did you realize how big your numbers were? I mean, 29. I mean, was it?
I didn't know. Yeah, it was after the game. I didn't know.
And when you looked at your numbers, what did you think? Honestly.
About time.
29, 18, and 13, I think.
I mean, except for the rebounds, I didn't know I had that many rebounds, but I just tried to be aggressive. The last game they won, the game 3, they won the 50-50 game. They had maybe, I think, 11 or 12 offensive rebounds in the game. I don't know how many they had tonight, but I just try to help the bigs as much as possible. When our guards rebound, we're definitely tough to beat because that's how we start our break.
Rajon, Paul Flannery, WE. Doc was talking about your defensive pressure in addition to all the great offensive things. Did you guys just feel like you had to take the fight to them when they were on offense and get in them more?
No, for me, it started with me. Defense starts with me, so I try to pick up full court as much as possible without, trying to tire myself out and be able to attack on the other end. Doc kept, asking me, was I tired? If so, I would come out and get a quick breather. But the last couple of days, he was preaching just for me to be aggressive on defensive end, picking up Mo Williams, picking up Delonte, whoever brought the ball to the court, try to make them milk some clock, which they did to us game 3. They picked up the aggressiveness on the defensive end, and we tried to return the favor game 4.
Cole Wright, New England Sports Network. Rajon, talk about the total team effort from the big ticket to KG or to TA to Big Baby. Everyone was out there.
Yeah, everyone played great, including Rasheed. Perk played well defensively, made Shaq take some tough shots. It was a collective team effort. I had a couple of numbers tonight, but other than that, the biggest thing is we got the win. That's the bottom line.
Rajon, Pete Stringer from Celtics.com. Can you talk about just the run 2 years ago and really it was all about the big three, and then, you and Perk were kind of second thoughts. But at this point, a game like tonight, clearly you've been the focus of this series. Can you talk about how you've come to control this team going forward?
Just trying to become more of a better leader. My numbers tonight were where they were, but we still go through the big three. They're still the main focal point. That's why I'm able to get so many open looks and be so aggressive, because they're trying to take away something from Paul, Kevin, or Ray. And I'm just able to try to capitalize on some of the mistakes they may make defensively and also offensively as well.
Rajon, I think it was 70-70 when you had that play where you faked a layup and went behind your back to Tony. Did you know LeBron was coming behind you, and can you just go over that play and what you were
well, he's always chasing me down. He's had a lot of top 10 plays and blocks on my layup, so I knew in that situation, I think it's what they try to do is, Mo tries to run the guard down and slow him up, and that's able to let Bron get his timing together. I knew exactly when that play he was coming. I could see it. I seen that corner of my eye when I started to break. Baby made a great pass. And Tony, I told guys in the huddle to continue to run with me because they were kind of trying to block my shot in the first half. I wasn't converting, and I would get the ball to the rim, and they were able to get the offensive rebound. So on that particular play, I knew LeBron was coming. I had to sell it as if I was going to lay it up. He jumped, and I just made the pass. Tony finished the play.
Evans Clinching, Nesson.com. Rajon, you talk about becoming a better leader, but is it a challenge for you being 24 years old and being a leader on a team with so many veterans with so much experience?
It's a little bit of a challenge, but they're guys that respect me and what I do. I'm sure I wouldn't be here if they didn't want me leading this team. from day one when we made the big trade. You know, I think 7, 8 players were traded that summer, and like I said, I'm here obviously for a reason. Those guys trusted me, the staff trusted me, the organization did. So I'm very confident in what I do. Doc and I are becoming better coaching players on the same court. We're always on the same page. It feels that's how I feel. As far as being a leader, I just got to keep maturing. Each year I'm going to continue to get better. It's my 4th year with the team, 3rd, starting, leading the team. So each year we've been together. Starting five's been together for 3 years now, and we got a better feel for each other.
Chris Broussard, ESPN. Rajon, do you find yourself almost consciously turning down shots that are open because they're backing off you so much and forcing yourself to get everybody else involved?
I turned down a lot of shots. I took a lot tonight, but Danny told me the most important the most important thing is FGAs for me personally. He told me that a couple years back when we played the Lakers in the series when Kobe was checking me and playing me the same way. So I got to mix it up. I want to stay aggressive, taking my shots, but at the same time, they're going to give me those shots. I'm going to continue to shoot them, but I have to pick my poison when I'm going to pass up, try to get guys, keep them in the offense, because I don't want to just, I don't have the mindset to just keep shooting the ball. I'm a pass-first point guard, so I always want to keep guys involved and keep them playing on the other end of the floor.